Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. And personally, I'm fine. Maybe you could let me know where you are watching the video from. On the day Wafula Chebukati declared William Samoei Arap Ruto as the president-elect of the Republic of Kenya, he was standing there alone. Wafula Chebukati was deserted by fellow commissioners. The two commissioners who were expected to stand beside him decided to abscond. Four other commissioners were also issuing a different statement from Serena, and in their statement they disowned Wafula Chebukati's announcement. And because in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, everything is normally well planned, well scripted to execute a specific political objective, I want us to look at how these four commissioners are going to destroy Wafula Chebukati. Before we get into all those details, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And I want to ask you guys to make a request to you guys to give this video thumbs up. And for those who will always support the channel in a small way, please, you can also drop those coffee, because we are now back to business. Now, according to the information which I've already received, Raila Odinga and his team are preparing for the petition. And the evidence they have is massive. And those evidence are majorly from the mountain. That is where massive rigging took place. In fact, I was talking to someone from the mountain, and he was telling me that they are sure, one of the members of parliament, that majority of them were also rigged out. So let us wait until next week to see the kind of evidence which the NASA brigades are going to share with Kenyans. Meanwhile, let me just take you through some of the rigging which took place. Very interesting. In Gatundu South, I just want to take you to Gatundu South, because Gatundu South is President Uhuru Kenyatta's stronghold. Now, these are the figures. There is a primary school there called Nembu Primary School, polling station number 3. Ruto's votes were increased by 100 in the uploaded form. So it means in that polling station, William Ruto's votes were increased by 100. That's totally different. You know, the NASA had agents there. The forms they had, which was signed, is different from the ones which was uploaded, the one which was posted there. Ruto's figures increased by 100. And again, there is another primary school in Kagera Primary School, polling station, stream 1 of 2. Ruto's votes increased to 195. So they didn't reach there, but they were increased to that. Then there is also Mutati Dispensary. Ruto's votes increased to 280. Then Mutati Dispensary, stream 3, because they were stream 1, stream 2, stream 3. In stream 3, Ruto's votes increased by 100. So we have how many polling stations in the mountain? And you can tell from there. Now, again, Wajakoya also suffered a lot. Wajakoya also suffered a lot. According to the figures which are coming in, there is a primary school called Kiagai T Building Center, polling station 1 of 2. Ruto's votes increased by 5, while Wajakoya's votes were deducted by 5. So someone increased William Ruto's votes by 5, then he removes Wajakoya's vote by 5. You know, it's also significant that the votes which Wajakoya was going to get was also going to determine the percentage. So Wajakoya's votes were being reduced so that the figures don't go up. Then William Ruto's votes are increased. Then there's also another, there are several. There is also another Kiangoksi Secondary Primary School, Ruto's votes increased by 5, Wajakoya's reduced by 5. There is Kigari Primary School, Ruto's votes increased by 10, Wajakoya's votes reduced by 10. So, it was very systematic. And those are some of the things which Azimio will be taking before court. I have some of those documents here with me. I'm not sure whether they are from the Azimio, but let us not get into that. Let us focus on the 4 commissioners. The 4 commissioners who disowned Wafula Chebukati's result. The first commissioner is Juliana Cherera, who is the vice chairperson of Wafula Chebukati. Most of you don't know, but Wafula Chebukati's term is coming to an end, which means in case, and he announced it himself there, in case Azimio will succeed in the petition, Wafula Chebukati is not going to preside over this particular election. Probably that is why William Ruto wanted Wafula Chebukati to declare him, so that the election is done and dusted when Wafula Chebukati is still there. The person who is likely to succeed Wafula Chebukati is Juliana Cherera. So that's number 2. The second individual there is Francis Wanderi. He was also there. Wanderi is a close ally of President Uhuru Kenyatta. Then there is Justus Nyagaya, one of the highly respected individuals from Luo Nyanza. Then there is Irene Masit, another commissioner. So these 4 commissioners are going to destroy Wafula Chebukati. That's the fact. So before we get into all those, again, for those watching the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button. Later today at between 7:30 or between 7:30 to 9, we'll be going live. So for those who would want to join, ensure that you have the number which will be calling, WhatsApp number, and the calls will only be WhatsApp, which is 0777741323. And for those who are sending M-Pesa, please, the number will also always be 0712741323. Now, but the question I know you guys are asking is, how will these people, these 4 commissioners, destroy Wafula Chebukati? William Ruto stated that these 4 commissioners don't have a role. It's like you are saying that at the Supreme Court we have 7 judges, and that the Chief Justice can just make a ruling without concurrent with the others. So those are some of the questions which are coming up. That Wafula Chebukati is the returning officer. You can just announce anybody without involvement of these other commissioners. So for me, I think they are going to taint Wafula Chebukati in the following ways. Number 1, insider information. These commissioners worked very closely with Wafula Chebukati. They were in meetings with Wafula Chebukati. Probably outside there, they were showing us a united commission. Inside, there might have been vicious war amongst them, disagreement. So if there were issues of hacking of IEBC servers, these commissioners have an idea, and they'll be able to tell the Azimio team, because for the first time in the last election petition, they were never packed. Raila Odinga and the team never had a team from IEBC working with them. In this particular one, if there's hacking, they'll be able to tell through court how it happened and who was part of it. If there were dirty dealings, rest assured that these 4 commissioners will show those dirty linen. They will be hanged in public. Recruitment. How are the returning officers recruited? You remember we had the 19 returning officers out of the 47 who are basically Kalenjins. How are they recruited? Who are they serving? Whose interest? So these commissioners will be able to give an account of how Wafula Chebukati worked very closely with the other side. So the insider information these commissioners have is what is going to destroy Wafula Chebukati. In fact, sometimes I pity Wafula Chebukati. If I were him, I would have resigned with the other commissioners so that a new team would have overseen this particular election. He's going to leave with a tainted image. So the insider information. Number two, and this is also now coming out clearly, is that these 4 commissioners could have been working very closely with the government, and therefore some of them might have been government spies, so that they were just there monitoring things the way they were unfolding. Remember, some of these guys were actually part of a team which announced the results. So maybe from the backyard, there are certain results they told Wafula Chebukati, we are not announcing this. Then Wafula Chebukati decided, okay, if you are not announcing, these other guys, these other 2 commissioners are going to announce them. So the truth is, these guys might have been state agents. State agents means they were working there but silently spying, gathering information, gathering intelligence, keeping evidence, working with the IEBC staffs who are sympathetic to Raila Odinga, keeping all those evidence. Remember what Akombe did. The third reason is the credibility of the election. You know, assuming Wafula Chebukati does not really need any other commissioner to announce the result, but the mere fact that there are 7 commissioners, 4 commissioners are disowning the result, 2 commissioners are absconding and is standing there alone. Really, the credibility of the results are being questioned. The credibility of those results. So that is the reality. That before the eyes of Kenyans, even if those results are true, but the mere fact that Wafula Chebukati read them alone, majority of Kenyans will ask questions. And by asking those questions, it means the credibility of the elections will be put to test. And lastly, how they are going to finish Wafula Chebukati is that some of these commissioners are likely to be to be witnesses against Wafula Chebukati in court. One thing I'm going to suspect is that the Azimio team are likely to sue IEBC and sue Wafula Chebukati as an individual. Then the 4 commissioners will join and become witnesses against Wafula Chebukati. That would be bad for Wafula Chebukati. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.